Hey everybody, it's Vern. This is my second attempt at doing a vlog here because I'm out on my balcony and I had my dog out here, and my dog was trying to hop the side of the balcony to get a squirrel. And considering we're on the second story, that wouldn't have ended well for my dog. And I didn't want to, capture my dog's plummet to her death on video. It's not something I'm excited about. Or into, for that matter. Anyway, this is my third vlog. It is currently February. I say it that way because I don't know if you can tell, but there's snow on the ground. And yesterday, my wife's been watching Community, and yesterday my wife watched a Christmas episode of Community, and the Christmas episode of a show on TV, and the snow on the ground just really threw away my internal calendar. Also, it might be pretty obvious if there's snow on the ground. My LCD screen is totally burnt out. So I'm hoping I'm in frame. I'm hoping it's like not one of those things where like from the nose down is in frame or something like that. Yeah, my LCD screen's like just can't see anything, so I don't know if it's picking up the snow on the ground or not. I'll find out in editing, though. Anyway, I wanted to do another one of these. The last one of these I did was in June of 2018, and the one I did before that was in December of 2017, maybe January of 2018. I'm not sure. What I'm getting at is it's been a while since I've done one of these, and I don't know if anyone likes watching them, but I like doing them. It feels good for me just to kind of like not only tell you guys where I'm at, but also like remind myself where I'm at. This is going to be a lot more hippy dippy than previous vlogs, so be prepared for that. What I wanted to talk about, and also if you like these, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. These are just long-winded, unedited, spiraling rambles from me. Just usually talking about pet turtles, and we're going to talk about pet turtles today because that's all I can talk about. But there's going to be a few other things too. What I want to talk about today is my mantra. I don't know if it's really a mantra because I don't practice transcendental, but it's a thing I've been saying to myself. It's a thing I've been living by for all of a little over a month now, and it's called Scene in 19. Scene in 19. I feel like I need one of those microphones that like wrap around my ear and like wear a polo and like Scene in 19. But Scene in 19 it's a lot of things. It's essentially my New Year's resolutions. It's essentially my goals for 2019. But it's a lot easier to say, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. It's a lot easier to say Scene in 19 than say all those things. All these Scene in 19 refers to a lot of different things. It's all rolled up into one with Scene in 19. I'm gonna stop saying Scene in 19. Not really. Take a shot every time I say it. And also, if you're maybe drinking is the only way you could enjoy this. I'm gonna take a shot right now of water. But Scene in 19 refers to a lot of things, and I want to talk about that. First and foremost, Scene in 19 refers to pet turtles. I love this movie. I've talked about it so much. You guys know I love this movie. You guys know I think you're going to love it. I love this movie, but I've been working on this movie since 2016. And working on it has been like, it's been great. It's been making a movie has been my dream for a long time. and it's felt so great to, be working towards making a dream a reality. But 3 years is a long time for one thing to live in your head. And I love this movie, and I'm so proud of it. And it came out better than I wanted it to. And it came out just more meaningful than I thought it would. It was better than a dream come true, making Pet Turtles. But 3 years is a long time for something to live in your head. And I'm ready to move on to the next thing. I'm not tired of Pet Turtles. I don't regret doing it. I don't wish it was done in a negative way, ugh, can't wait for this to be over. And just there's been so much of my brain that's been occupied with Pet Turtles. If you have one of those maps of the brain, 95% of mine would be Pet Turtles. And I'm just ready to free up some mental clutter, and ready to move on to the next thing. I love Pet Turtles, as I said, but I want to kind of, I don't know how to put it, but it's been in my brain for a long time, and the only way to kind of finally take a step away from it is to be done with the movie. And I want to finish the movie not just to be better for my mental sake, to free up some space in my brain. I want to finish the movie because, and this is going to sound really corny, but it's absolutely true, I want to finish the movie for all you guys. There's been a lot of people who've been following Pet Turtles for a long time, and there's so many people that whenever I talk to them, the very first thing they ask me, second thing they ask me is where's your movie? And I say, it's not my movie, it's our movie. But, I get that a lot, and I know it makes me so happy that people want to see it, and I want you guys to see it. And so that's why I want to finish this movie. I want, if 3 years has been a long time for me, if you guys are excited to see it, it's been a long time for you. And, it's going to be worth the wait. The performances in the movie are incredible. Forrest did such a great job shooting it and lighting it. As I said, it came out way better than I could have ever imagined. And I feel like I've been hiding a secret, and I want to tell you guys this big secret that I've got. So I want to finish the movie, yes, to free up some emotional clutter. Here Comes the Sun. But also, so you guys can finally see this thing I'm so proud of that I've been talking to you about for so long. I want you guys to see that this thing really exists. And I want you guys to see, what all your hard work and your donations and your good vibes and all that, I want you guys to see what all that stuff went towards. 'Cause I really do think that you guys will be happy with the outcome. And I think that you guys will be really proud of whether you helped out on set, or whether you donated generously, or whether you just said hey, good luck, or even if you've never even said anything, even if you're just thinking I hope that works out for them. I want you guys to see this movie so that you'll feel good about everything. As I said, I'm really proud of it, and I think you guys will be too. I'm not just saying that because I'm a hippy dippy kind of person. I really do think you guys will be proud of it. So, seen in 19. This movie will be seen in 2019. It's getting its audio mixing done right now. I'm just waiting for the first phase of it to be done so that I can trot off to Missouri and do some ADR recording. I think I talked about that in the last one. If I didn't, or if I did, but you can't remember it because it was in June. We shot a lot in not great audio conditions. Cemetery right next to an airplane. Similar audio conditions to this right here. And I want you guys to be able to hear everything that is said. because my dialogue is so great. Because the performances are great. That's the real thing. But I want you guys to be able to hear everything I've said. So we're going to do some ADR work so you can hear it. I want this movie to sound as great as it looks and as great as it feels to me. I'm going to take another big swig of water here. Yes. So yeah, ADR is going to be happening. And then very soon after that, we're going to color correct the movie so it looks all nice. And I think I talked about this in the last one too. But if I didn't, or if you want a reminder, essentially just like, you know how whenever I started this, the sun was behind the clouds, and now the sun came up above the clouds and it's blinding me? There's two different looks to that, and I want Pet Turtles. Pet Turtles has that a little bit, so I need to get that fixed. And our friend Forrest is going to do that for us, because Forrest is the best, and we love Forrest. Pet Turtles wouldn't happen without Forrest. I could never... my next dream in life is just to get Forrest a boat or something. I don't know. I can never show my appreciation for Forrest and for all of the Pet Turtles crew. But man, I don't know how Forrest puts up with me. I wouldn't. So, as I was saying, the first thing that Scene in 19 refers to is Pet Turtles. Pet Turtles will be seen in the year of our Lord 2019. And if you don't believe in the Lord, just the year of our science 2019. The second thing that that Scene in 19 refers to is this is gonna be the real hippy dippy part of this. There's a plane, I was telling you. So I'm not gonna get too into this because I don't want to, but 2018 was really hard for me. It is now that I realize, like, oh, it was just a year in transition. But while I was going through it, I didn't realize it. But yeah, 2018 was a hard year for me, for a lot of reasons. But one main reason, it was hard because, we finished shooting Pet Turtles in December of 2017, and 2 weeks later, I hopped on a plane and moved to Linwood, Washington, to a place I've never been before in my entire life. The only time I've really been out on this coast of the United States was for a job 100 years ago, and I was stuck in a hotel room the entire time. So I've never been on this side of the coast. But it was really hard just stepping out of my comfort zone and coming to a new place where I didn't know anybody. Where this is a whole new culture. That was just really hard for me. And it was also just really hard to step away from Pet Turtles. I know that, as I said, we just finished shooting it before I moved over here, but for 2 weeks, we were shooting Pet Turtles, and for 2 weeks, I finally felt like, this is where I need to be. It felt so good being on set and being with all my, closest friends all working together to, like, make something that was meaningful towards all of us. And that ending was really hard on me. The only thing I could really equate it to would just be like the end of summer camp. You spend just a lot of time with a very close-knit group of people in a very small kind of room, and like you develop bonds and you develop, like feelings and all this stuff, and like your world becomes summer camp for a month, or I don't know, I've never been to summer camp, so I don't know how long people are there for, but like that becomes your world. And for 2 weeks there, my whole world was being on set with the same 7 people. or you know, however many people there were a day. That was my whole world for 2 weeks, and that was a long 2 weeks. And before that, you know, for a year and a half, 2 years, my whole world was making calls and filling out paperwork and driving to locations, and my whole world was like pre-production for 2 years. And just like in a matter of like 2 weeks, my whole world just completely changed, and that was outside of just my comfort zone. I had a movie to work on. I had to edit Pet Turtles, but the moving people didn't bring my computer until like 2 months after I moved here. So like I had a movie to work on, but I couldn't, you know, and I didn't have paperwork to fill out, and I didn't have like questions to answer, so, you know, a rug got pulled out from under me, and the space and time between the rug being pulled out from under me and me hitting the ground after I fell was about a year. There was about a year where I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, and it was really hard for me, just to go from 120 miles an hour to 10. I made it. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good, but it was just a hard year for me, and I said this video was gonna be really hippy dippy. This is gonna be the most hippy dippy part of it. But there's this video online of Jim Carrey talking with Norm Macdonald from Norm Macdonald Live, and he's talking about how depression comes from the term deep rest, and you just need like a deep rest after, you know, working for a long time or whatever. And I think that's what 2018 was for me. I think it was just a big deep rest, because I'd been just pushing myself for a long time, and I just needed to take a break, I guess. And so like this, we're getting over the hump as far as like the bummer part of this video, I promise. But like, I started seeing a counselor on Wednesdays, and it's been really, really helpful for me. I'm in a lot better place than I was this time last year. I'm in a lot better place than I've been like in a lot of years and a lot of times. My counselor has really done a good job at like helping me realize different things about myself and about my life and everything to put me in a better place. I went into counseling kind of with the mentality that I was going to be cleaning a room. And when you clean your room, you know it's dirty, but it's not until you start cleaning your room that you realize how dirty it is. You saw everything from like the doorway, just like, oh, that's on the floor, that's messy. But it's not until you get into the room that you're like, oh my gosh, I had all this stuff in the closet, or I had all this stuff underneath the bed, or whatever it might be. And so like when you're cleaning your room, it gets dirtier than it was when you started cleaning your room, because everything's just there. And I was living in that for a little bit, but I got that cleaned out. But also my counselor helped me realize that it's not cleaning a room, it's remodeling a house, because you can clean, you can fix things, all that sort of good stuff, but if the house is not built on a good foundation, it's going to go right back into that state of disrepair and unclean. So what I thought was cleaning a house for a little over a year, a little less than a year actually, has been remodeling a house, and it's been hard work, but I'm doing it, and I feel really good about it. I've just been in a really good kind of emotional place lately, and I hope that's gonna keep on going. This is a wooden door, so I'm gonna knock on wood there. And I totally lost my train of thought. I'm gonna get it, I promise you. First, while I get it, I'm gonna take a swig of water. I got some water, and now my train of thought is back on track. But yeah, so Pet Turtles is about a lot of different things. It's about like death and loss and grieving and how we all kind of deal with that and everything. And I obviously like all the thoughts about that stuff came from a place that I've been before. I've had to deal with like death and loss and grieving and all that stuff, and so I put that all into Pet Turtles. And I really struggled with a little bit after we shot Pet Turtles because I took like all this like negative stuff that was in me and I buried it, but I buried it to make something better. A lot of people I think just kind of take like traumas and sadness in their life and they just like put it in the ground and just kind of like, well, this is who I am, I accept it, and they just kind of move on. With Pet Turtles, I feel like I took all this like kind of negative stuff, put it in the ground, but to build a garden out of it, or to grow a garden out of it, to make the sad stuff, the unhappy stuff, into something better, something more beautiful. And I feel like I did that. Pet Turtles is, as I said, I love it. I think it's beautiful. I'm so happy with it, even in its unfinished state. I'm really happy with it. But I was really struggling after we finished shooting Pet Turtles because I was still feeling a lot of those emotions that inspired Pet Turtles. I was still feeling a lot of the sadness and grief and loss and everything, and that was a real struggle for me because I was thinking like, hey, I did so much to deal with this, why do I still have it? And that's where I learned, like, you cleaned your room, but you didn't remodel your house. And my counseling's been helping me with that. So, you don't worry, don't be upset or sad or anything for me. I'm in a good place. And I'm going to be getting to a better place. And so, through counseling and everything, I just kind of realized that my habit is to like take not fun times and just keep working through them. Just kind of, I bury a lot of sad things and I bury a lot of not fun things, and I keep pressing forward, just thinking like, I'll be all right. And I kind of like deny some of my feelings and kind of sweep them under a rug. And with that, Scene in 19 refers to like seeing like the true me. Me not just paying attention to whenever I'm happy, but paying attention to whenever I'm sad, or whenever I'm angry, or whenever I'm upset, or whatever it might be. Paying more attention to kind of how I feel, and taking care of that. Taking care of myself in a better way. I want to be seen in 19 to myself. I want to see myself. So Scene in 19 not only refers to, getting Pet Turtles seen, but it also refers to just me seeing myself and taking care of myself and recognizing problematic behaviors I have and problematic thinking I have, and figuring out why I think that way and helping me reform those thoughts into better thoughts, so that I can always feel really good like I do right now. So that's another thing there. Finishing a movie and taking care of myself. And I'm sorry I keep sniffling. As I said, it's cold out here. And I didn't want to film in the apartment because, I don't know, visual variety or something. I don't know. But the third, there's more components in this, but the third thing about Scene in 19 that I wanted to talk about, and it ties into both Pet Turtles and just like the taking care of myself thing, loud car, is for a long time, Pet Turtles like became my whole world. and it needed to be in order for it to get done. But before that, I stopped doing pretty much everything. People who've been following my YouTube channel or known me for a long time know that, like, I've been making videos for over 12 years now. I bought my camera back in high school, so like 2006, 2007, maybe 2008. I've been making videos for a long time, but there was a moment there, not a moment, there's been a long time there where, like, I just stopped making things. I stopped making YouTube videos. I stopped just doing anything. And there was a lot of reasons for that. I became busier once I got out of high school with, like, becoming an adult. Having jobs and going to school and all that stuff. Going to film school and taking classes I wanted to take and not just algebra half. But also just, becoming an adult and becoming a real human and all this stuff. And I stopped making videos and I stopped just making things in general. And, I did bigger things. I did Pet Turtles. I did Doom to You. I did Hula. I did, bigger things, and Puffin Publishing Podcast and all this. But that was kind of it. And I realized through counseling this last year and how much joy Pet Turtles being on set, how much joy that brought me, and seeing it and editing, how much joy that's brought me and everything. And like the response to Doom to You and to Puffin and all this stuff, I just realized it took a long time, too long of a time, but I just realized that, like, making things makes me feel good. There's nothing that I enjoy more than making something, whether it be a video or a drawing or writing something or whatever it might be. There's just nothing that makes me feel better than doing that. And for a long time, due to getting older and getting, like, bummed out and all this stuff, like, I stopped making things. And I realized it took way too long to realize, but I realized, like, there's a correlation there. You're not happy right now, and there's a thing that you used to do that made you happy, but you're not doing it anymore. Like, it shouldn't take you, it shouldn't take a lot, to realize the correlation there. But for me, since film school, however long it was ago that I was in film school, I realized, like, oh yeah, I've not been making anything. It took me that long to put two and two together. So, Seen in 19 refers to, like, making things that can be seen in the year 2019. I want to make more stuff. If you pay attention to me at all, you've probably seen that a little bit already. Back in December, I edited a dumb little video that Nicole and I shot way back when, but I'd forgotten about. I did that dumb Bird Box video. If you follow me on Instagram, you see that since November, I've been doing a joke a day, every day. None of the jokes are good, but I've been doing those. I've just been doing more things, making more things, because that stuff makes me happy. And I'm also in a place now where, like, I know the audience now. I know that the person, like, I need to make these for is me. And so there's no pressure because I'm easy to please. I've got a bad sense of humor, and I don't mind low quality sketches and things like that. So I'm easy to please, and I can make things that I enjoy, and hopefully you guys will enjoy those things too. So yeah, as I said, Seen in 19 refers to just me making things, making more things, because that makes me happy. So I guess with that, I'm just gonna plug some things real quick, if you don't mind. First off, I made this. If you are subscribed to my YouTube, stay subscribed. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, do that. But also, YouTube's a bad website. They're a horrible website. They're a very problematic website. And I know that, like, even if you are subscribed to me, you probably don't see anything I upload. So, I don't know, just check in every once in a while, see if I put anything up. Whenever the Pet Turtles trailer is done, it will be there. Any kind of news regarding anything somebody put there. Any big news, rather. That's where I'll keep putting these. I'll also be better about posting videos to Facebook and to Instagram and all that stuff. If you are my friend on Facebook, hello. On Facebook, every Friday, I post a picture of our dear friend Laura Dern. I started doing that a year ago, Saturday. This coming Saturday, I started posting pictures of Laura Dern every Friday a year ago. I don't know if that makes any sense. I post pictures of Laura Dern every Friday. It's our tradition. It's called Fridern. It started out as a bit of a goof, but I sincerely enjoy it now, and it makes me really happy. And other people say it makes them happy, and that makes me happy. It's just this big circle of happy. We're coming up on the 1 year anniversary, and I made like a little thing for that. I'm never going to stop posting pictures of Laura Dern on Fridays until I get a picture with Laura Dern. If I ever meet Laura Dern and get a picture with her, that will be the last Fridern post, and then I can die happy. But until then, I'm going to keep posting pictures of Laura Dern. I'm glad you folks enjoy it, because I enjoy doing it. And I'm working on a few other like weird Photoshop art projects. Anything I post, I'm going to post there. I try to stay off Facebook because it's a bad website. But also that's like the one website that everyone uses. So anything I make, I'll put there too. I talked about Instagram. If I like Instagram a lot. I know it's owned by Facebook, but Instagram's a lot of fun because old people haven't figured it out yet. And you know, you can curate your feed a lot better than you can on Facebook, and I enjoy that. As I said, I post a joke a day in my Instagram stories there. None of the jokes are good, but I enjoy doing them, and I plan on doing that for at least getting a year of them. And then also, like, I post other things there. I'll post, like, videos there and things like that. Puffin publish... my Instagram. I guess if I'm trying to plug everything, I should say where you can find these things. My YouTube is Vernyo. You already know this. Vernyo. My Instagram is @Varnyo. Varnyo, because I'm needlessly complicated. Instagram said Vernyo wasn't available. I don't know why, because I'm the only person who would use that. So I had to do Varnyo. More water, please. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm on Instagram @Varnyo. Puffin Publishing Podcast is like a pimple on the top of your butt crack. As much as you try, it will never go away. We recorded every Thursday for a year, and somehow, some way, we still have enough episodes in the can of Puffin Publishing Podcast to go another 3 years. I don't know how that happened, but Puffin is fun stuff. I go back and forth on it sometimes because I have a weird standard of my own self, but it persists. Follow, it's on Apple Podcasts. It's just the Puffin Publishing Podcast. We're on Soundcloud and we're on Stitcher as well. There's a Facebook page for that. There's a Facebook page for Pet Turtles. You should already know that. But I decided to start doing this like little like video Puffin things, just like snippets of what's in the upcoming episodes, and those are going to be on my Instagram. making stuff, man. And I want to do more than just make videos. I want to make some Photoshop art pieces. I want to draw more. I did Inktober last year, and I forgot how much I enjoy doodling, so I'm gonna do that more. Yeah, I want to. My wife got a camera, and she's gonna teach me how to fiddle around with that. Do some photography. I just want to make more things because that's what makes me happy. And hopefully, along the way, I'll make a few things that make you happy. I feel like I had something else to say, but I don't know what it is. And I feel like this went on for a long time. 35 minutes, it looks like. So this looks like this is going to be the longest one of these I've ever done. So I'll start wrapping it up here. Too long didn't watch. Pet turtles will be seen in 2019. I'm going to start paying attention to my feelings and try being a better person in 2019 to both myself, being a better person to both myself and to other people in the year 2019. And in the year 2019, I'm going to make more things, more videos, more doodles, more art, more things, and challenge myself to do more things, all in an effort to have a good 2019, but also to be a better person, to make myself a happier person, to make you happier people. As I said, I don't know if anyone likes these. I like doing them. I might like, I don't know, maybe 2 of these a year, maybe 1 a year. We'll see. Yeah. I guess just to finish everything up, I just want to say that words are hard. That's all I want to say. No, I went a long time in my life with being like sarcastic and insincere and cynical and all this stuff, and that stuff wasn't fun. I didn't like it. At the time, I thought I enjoyed it, but as an older person now with 4 gray hairs, I realize I don't like it, and I want to be a more genuine person with both myself and with other people. Part of Scene in 19. And so with that, I just want to say, like, if you've even just like watched a frame of my videos or paid attention to anything I do for, you know, even a second, thank you so much. We're all out here just like kind of screaming into the void, trying to make our voices heard and feel important and everything. And there's nothing that I've enjoyed more in my life than making videos and entertaining myself and trying to entertain you guys. And it means a lot to me to hear that, like, I made someone laugh, or that, you know, someone liked something I said, or they, you know, enjoyed something I done. That makes me happy, and it always has made me happy. I'm not always great at showing it because I'm not great at taking compliments, and I'm working on that. And I'm not good at like receiving just like praise and things like that, and I'm working on that too. But if you've ever paid attention to anything I've done, thank you a lot. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate you. Thank you for, you know, as I said, I've been here for over a decade now on YouTube. Thank you for watching my videos, even the bad ones, all the bad, most of them. Thank you for just, you know, letting me, even tangentially, be part of your life. And I hope that along the last decade, or even longer than that for some of you folks, I hope that I've made you laugh. I hope that we've shared some smiles and things on the way, and I hope that you've enjoyed like this is what I've had to offer you, even if it ain't much. And I hope if you listen to Puffin, I hope you like that. And if you watch my videos, I hope you like those. And if you listen to my jokes or read my jokes, I hope you enjoy those. And I just want to just thank you for making me a part of your life and letting me bother you and bore you with 40-minute long videos and things like that. All you people, you mean a lot to me. And I hope that you guys, by paying attention to me and giving me a chance and giving me a platform or whatever, just improve the quality of my life. So I hope that in return I've improved the quality of your life. So thank you guys a lot. I hope you're really excited for Pet Turtles, because I am. I want this movie done so you guys can see it. And I hope you're excited for Pet Turtles as I am. And I hope you're excited for, the future of Puffin. And, after Pet Turtles is done, I want to make another thing because I'm a glutton for punishment. And I hope you're excited for just, my dumb jokes every day and whatever random weird stuff I decide to do. So I hope you guys are excited about it, because I am too. So, I don't got anything else to say. I'm going to put my water down so I can have both my hands out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. You guys are cool. I'll see you soon.